Hey everyone, how are you all doing? My name's Deborah, and I am here to give you my episode 16 review of You Who Came From the Stars. And oh my goodness, this week was filled with so many mushy scenes, so much love, and so much, I don't know how to explain it. It's like they were just preparing us for the time when Minjun leaves Earth. And so this episode, I had mixed feelings about it. I loved it so much, but then also it made me feel bad because I felt the writer was just giving us so much love and all this just so when he leaves we don't feel that bad, and the writer's trying to make us love Hui-kyung so when Minjun leaves we don't feel that bad. Alright, so let's go into like what I like and what I didn't like and just what I thought. Like I've already told you what I thought of it as a whole, but yeah, let's go into what I liked and what I didn't like. Alright, the scene where after the kiss Minjun felt immediately sick. Oh my goodness, that was the most hilarious scene ever. And how Seung-gi was driving, and it was so funny because when she nearly got into that accident, I actually expected her to be scared. A normal human being will be like a little bit freaked out, but being the person Chun Seung-gi is, Chun Seung-gi was not freaked out. She's like, oh, I nearly hit that car. I'm like, oh my goodness, yes, Seung-gi, you nearly hit that car. But it was the most hilarious thing ever. I loved it. I know some people were like, they were so scared he was gonna die when she was driving so badly, but I wasn't. And did anyone notice that this time, after his kiss with her, his sickness wasn't for that long and it wasn't as horrible as before? Why? Because Ji-hyun was with him on the bed and she was sleeping next to him. So maybe she's his medicine. She gives the sickness and she also gives the medicine to the sickness by being with him. Get it? I don't know, I might be wrong, but that's my theory. But they were so cute on the bed. I love them together. And oh my goodness, now let's move to her brother. Her brother is like the cutest thing ever. I thought it was so hilarious when he came and he saw her coming out when she was sneaking out from Minjun's house, and he saw her, he caught her, and then he went to speak to Minjun, and when he went to speak to Minjun, he was trying to act all grown up, and suddenly Minjun was just looking at him like, dude, seriously, dude, I realize you're a child. Stop acting like a grown-up. Ain't nobody got time for this right now. So it was the most hilarious thing ever. And then when he went to talk to Minjun, and Minjun was like, do you want chocolate milk? I thought that was kind of weird. I'm like, where the heck did that come from? What do you think he is, 5? But it was kind of cute when he was drinking it and still trying to act like an adult. I'm like, oh, we can see that it's so obvious that there's a little child hiding in her brother, and he's so used to like not being a child because of his mom or his sister, so he has to act older than the age he is. And I love how he just did a switch from being someone who was asking Minjun like, dude, who are you? Do you like my sister? To someone that calls Minjun Hyung, and instead taking Minjun's side for everything and totally abandoned his sister. And he's like, my sister's lacking in so many respects, but please, just take her like that. I'm very sorry. It was the most hilarious thing ever. And when Minjun came to the house to pick him up, and Chun Seung-gi was wearing the most ridiculously cute outfit ever, trying to be like a high school child, and the brother was being all rude to her, and Minjun was like, dude, aren't you being a little bit too rude? And he's like, oh, I am right, young. And I'm like, oh my goodness, y'all are so funny. It's not even funny. But yeah, it was the cutest thing ever. I just totally loved her brother in this episode. And then next, another thing that I loved this week was Hui-kyung. I love how Hui-kyung is so smart. It's not even funny. Like, I think the writers are building Hui-kyung's character so when Minjun leaves, we don't feel bad about her staying with Hui-kyung, because I am telling you, I do not see anyone else that deserves such an awesome person like Hui-kyung, like Seung-gi. I'm sorry, Sebi, I will never ship him with you. Your character is just a no-no for me. But yeah, Hui-kyung is just the best person ever. I love how immediately he had already woken up, but yeah, when he met his brother and his family, he pretended that he didn't remember anything because of because he hit his head and all that, and he was lying to his brother that he didn't remember stuff, and he was just playing with his brother. But hey, Hyo-kyung, take it easy on how you're playing. I don't know, I don't remember, because if you keep saying things like that, like, oh, I meant to remember you, I don't remember you, and stuff like that, like you were doing when you met the guy that caused Sungi's accident, then you can make your brother even suspect you more and find out that you're just pretending. So please take it easy on yourself, okay? But oh my goodness, when we went back to time on the history of Hyo-kyung and Sungi, that was the sweetest thing ever. How people were fighting him and beating him because of Sungi, and he just didn't care. He was there for her all the time. And when he did the whole chance thing and told her not to say what she wanted to say, I wanted to cry for him. I'm like, oh my goodness, Hyo-kyung, you make me feel so sad for you. I don't know what to do with you. You're so cute. You're so everything. I don't want to let you go from Sungi's life because you're such a big part of her life, and I'm so grateful you're in her life. But yeah, it was the cutest thing ever and the most touching thing ever. You can see how he has always been there. But I have a question though. Him like fighting off all those people for her, was that meant to happen in his life? I thought he was rich and he was like the it guy in school, and he had his crew and everything. Or did that happen much later in his life? So that's something I don't quite understand though. But oh my goodness, Sungi and Minjun were just so cute this week. It wasn't even funny. What with her whispering his name, and he's appearing, and when she started abusing him, she's like, you petty something. I'm like, girlfriend, you know he can hear you, right? So when he came and he was holding her cheeks like, you calling me petty? I was just laughing. I was like, I knew you had her and all that. But they were so cute this week. It was like a perfect Valentine's gift. And Sammy, how fake can you get? Oh my goodness, during the interview, all the stuff she was saying, don't even get me started on that girl. Moving on. Who else wanted to beat up the directors when they were doing what they were doing to Sangi? Oh my goodness, I wanted Minjun to like get into the scene and drag her away or something, like, you know, all Kdrama style, drag her hand. Yeah, know how to do. But yeah, he didn't do that, but he still made them like fall down just once. I wanted him to like, when they stand up, make them tumble again and make them tumble. Okay, that is being so mean. But yeah. I was so mad when they did that to her. I'm like, no, she's sick. Anything can happen to her right now. But now, the epilogue, when you see where she was sitting down waiting for someone, I feel like it's a reflection of what's going to happen in a month's time when he leaves. She's going to be waiting for him, and he isn't going to show up, and it's going to be Hyo-kyung that's going to show up. And that's going to be heartbreaking, right? As you're not going to do that to us, right? But oh my goodness. But right now, I think I've reached the stage where I'm beginning to accept his leaving. And if he leaves, I won't feel that bad, because at least he had his time, even though it wasn't a long period of time, but at least he even had the time to spend with Sungi while he was on Earth, and he gave that time a chance. But oh my goodness, I loved when he noticed that there was something bugging what's his name? When he noticed that there was something bugging Lawyer Jang's bag, and him and Lawyer Jang quickly spoke like they were on Ji-hyun's side. I'm like, finally, he noticed. I was so happy. I'm like, you have no idea. Now we're gonna play this game our way, on our terms. So yeah, I was pretty hyped up about that. But yeah, the ending, when he was with her and she put her head on his shoulder, and he was talking about how they should do everything in advance. Can you believe that I was actually crying? But I didn't realize I was crying till it was done. No, it was the most funny, sad thing ever. Like, I wasn't bawling. Tears were just falling down my eyes. And then I put my hand to my eye and I wiped up the tears, and then I'm like, what the heck? I'm crying. But yeah, that shows how sad it was that my body was reacting without my knowing. But yeah, that part was so sad, and I wish he had told her the truth, because it's gonna hurt more when she finds out later. And I wish he had put 2 and 2 together, because Sungi is so smart, but she hasn't yet, and I'm sure she's gonna do it pretty soon. So yeah, this episode was pretty interesting. I loved it. As always, it just keeps getting better and better and better, and I can't wait to see how everything works out, how the whole secret comes out, and how they entangle this twist. But tell me what you thought about it. Did you like this week or did you not like this week? Was there something that bothered you? Do you have any questions? Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. Don't forget to keep this video liked. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and keep being the awesome, beautiful people you are. From me to you. Peace.